Hello, guten Tag, bonjour, namaste, hello, g'day, whatever. Backed by popular demand, I give you the world's first and only gay lesbian, Miss Fanny Fallacy. Good evening, Miss Fanny Fallacy.
Oh, good evening, Natty darling. What a pleasure it is to have you once again.
Yes, the pleasure is all mine, as I'm sure you'll agree. You're backed by popular demand. Thousands and thousands of people have seen you on YouTube.
Oh, how lovely.
On Twitter.
Oh, good.
And on Facebook, sorry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I am getting about, aren't I?
You are. You're a bit of a tart these days, aren't you?
Oh, well.
I must say, you look a bit...
I do take objection to that, Natty darling. That's rather a sexist comment to make.
Oh,
if that was a male, it would be a different story, wouldn't it? It'd be, what a lad you are.
Yes, I know. You're the world's first and only gay lesbian.
Yes, gay lesbian feminist.
That's right. Now, I must say, something or a pair of things kept me straight away. I haven't seen you for about 6 months.
Oh, really, Natty
and
darling?
You do look different.
Yeah, well, yes, that's very true, Natty darling.
Have you done a Dolly Parton?
I've had my hair done. You may notice
yes.
I have got a new hairstyle.
You slightly afro look about you.
Yes, it is a tribute to Obama and his Kenyan roots. I have been to Kenya to examine my roots. And
so why did you... let's get straight to the point here. Why did you have a breast enlargement? Your marukas are getting bigger. Quite a bit.
No, I don't think I've had anything done to my boobs, Natty darling. Just the hair.
Are they real?
As you notice.
Let me just...
Get your maulers off, you dirty little boy. We'll do that later.
Oh, okay.
Later, Natty darling.
Right.
After the show.
So, tell me more about what you've been up to in the last few months.
I was just going to point out I have had my hair done, as you may have noticed.
Yes.
And this is a tribute to Barack Obama and the progress made by the black people's struggle. I, as a child of the 60s, can remember the oppressive days, and this hairstyle is a reminder of the struggles of some of those people, in particular Angela Davis, who was a feminist, a black activist and a communist, and have been persecuted by the American. And now we can see the progress made by black people in the United States with a black man, Natty darling, not a white man, you jiggy little boy. I've seen your video, you're very naughty describing him as a white man. He's a black man, has become president of the United States.
But your hair is not quite black, is it?
Oh, well, I have to, as a child of the 60s, bring a little psychedelia into it as well.
Well, it's very bright, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yes, it is. Well, you know.
Does it glow in the dark?
I haven't really tried that.
Oh, okay.
Natty darling.
Yes, of course. So, what do you want to talk about first of all? Apart from Obama, have you actually met him?
I haven't met him yet, but I'm sure I'm going to have the pleasure of Obama fairly soon.
Yes.
Because now he's over in London.
Yes.
I'm sure I'll be invited to one of his little interviews.
Yes. And
I'm sure Obama would love to meet me and my experiences in the 60s and in the black liberation movement.
Yes. Did you behave yourself when you was out in the African bush?
I always behave myself, Natty darling. I behave myself impeccably, as I'm sure you're aware. I'm always very good.
Yes.
And you can testify to that. Can't you, Natty darling?
Yes. What about all them naked men and women running about?
Yes, very enjoyable.
Yes?
Yes, I did. Well, not quite naked, of course, but
yes.
Yes. You do get to see quite a large part of their anatomies.
Yeah.
And I have to confirm that some of the rumours we've heard about black men are quite true.
Yes.
Although my research in the past has led me to believe that to be so anyway.
Okay.
As of course, as you've pointed out,
yes,
men of North Indian origin as well.
Yeah, that's right.
You
yes.
have pointed that out to me several times.
Yes. Okay. Now, what about the bankers? There's been a lot of talk and trouble over bankers all over the world.
What can one say about bankers?
Yes.
We've given them too much of a free hand and they've ruined the economy.
Yes.
And these are supposed to be the top men in their field.
Well, how should we punish them?
They're supposed to have earned these huge sums of money to attract the best men, and they've cocked things up.
How would you punish them?
I think we should take away some of their money and tax them and make them pay and not give them a pension and make them go out and work, do a bit of honest work for a change.
Sure, okay. And what about the current problem with terrorists and things like that? I mean, how are we going to deal with this? And,
well, this is, of course, a great disappointment for me as a child of the 60s, the age of peace and love. We were hoping to overcome all the world's problems with peace and love, but sadly this hasn't turned out to be. People are still intent on killing each other for one reason or another. There seems so many divisions in mankind. It seems so easy to set one group of men against another, which is, of course, another reason why we need to encourage people to embrace their feminine side.
And basically just shag each other.
Yes, a lot more shagging would help world peace, I'm sure. More shagging, less killing.
Lots more sex. Make love, not war.
Absolutely, Natty darling. Yes,
right,
we've established that.
What about the Middle East and places like that where they are very certain way of dealing with people like you? I mean, you would not survive for 2 minutes over there, would you? Because they're very anti-gay and anti-lesbian and
anti-feminine almost, anti-female.
Anti-feminine, yes.
Yes,
you wouldn't be able to show any of your features, would you?
Well,
if you walked around with them pair of perukas, you would be in big trouble there.
Oh, I don't know.
They'd shoot you. They'll flog you in public.
Might like to take me to a hotel room first. So.
Yes, gangbang you probably because
But those poor women in those countries would. Walking around in those tents, it's no fun for them, is it?
Well, you wouldn't be allowed to drive there. You wouldn't be able to show any of your features there. You have to cover your head.
Yes, I know.
In your case, cover your chest as well. And you'd have to... you can't mix with any men apart from your own husband, which of course you don't have, but...
No, I don't. But I'm still available, Natty darling.
Yes.
Should you consider...
yes, Well,
yes,
let's not
darling.
go there right now. But you would be in quite a, enclosed way of life there. You wouldn't cope,
I agree.
would you?
A very enclosed and repressive society, not one in which I
and
would fit easily.
according to many of the countries like Saudi Arabia and Iran, there are no homosexuals at all there.
Well, I find that a little hard to believe, Natty darling.
They all come over here in London, don't they, the rich Arabs?
Yes, as we know, everyone has a feminine side and everyone has a masculine side.
Some people suppress it though.
Yes,
obviously
they are.
Obviously not in your case, you'd have to espouse it.
No, Natty darling.
Yes.
I do embrace fully my feminine and my masculine side.
Yes. Are you more gay or more lesbian?
I think I'm 50-50 really, Natty darling.
Yes. And
I find both men and women attractive. But
and if you had to choose one, which would you choose?
Oh, I don't know. If there was one person I could choose, Natty darling,
yes,
I think it would be you.
Yeah, apart from me.
Well, I'd be heartbroken if I was rejected, Natty darling.
Yeah, okay.
You're the most wonderful, gifted, sensitive man I've ever met.
Yes,
and that's saying something.
Yes, I've read that before. And obviously, coming from Kenya, I should say to you, Jambo, because you've been learning a bit of Swahili there,
yes,
haven't you?
Jambo to you as well, Natty darling.
Yes, and I want to. You're starting a new campaign about hygiene and the use of condoms and things like that.
Well, of course, in Africa, it's very important to encourage people, in spite of what the Pope says, to encourage people to use condoms. With the spread of AIDS is catastrophic in parts of Africa, thanks to the lack of use of condoms. I think rather than abstinence would be admirable, but I don't think that many people can.
Well, one in three places, 1 in 3 countries, 1 in 3 people have HIV in some places, don't they?
Yes, I think in Swaziland it's reached plague proportions, horrible things.
So, yeah. So how are you going to deal with that? I mean, have you got any ideas? Any new ideas you want to try out?
Yeah, well, obviously promoting the use of condoms for sex, yes. They're all yours! Woo! Come and play with them.